Oh, did you see that bird? You probably can't see it. I'll see whether I can zoom in on it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head straight down to the first islands. I'm not going to do this bit in here. I would like to, but I've really only got an hour's worth of light left, and I would be better heading down to where I'm going, down to those islands. Plovers, hooded plovers. They're a bit of a sneaky bird, they are. So when they're nesting and they've got young, they actually fly away from the nest and then like sort of drop down onto the ground and try to trick the predator into going closer to where they are and further away from their young. But this pair obviously does not have any young, because if they were and they were just in here, these guys would be back by now and they would be swooping me, and they are renowned as nasty swoopers. So I think this is going to be my campsite for tonight. It's starting to get late. I don't want to be setting up in the dark. We've got a sou'wester coming from that way and a little bit of rain. So I can set up in the leeward side of this raised area here. Should be good for capturing the sunset. There's waterfowl and kangas. There he goes. Oh, careful, mate. Sorry, interrupted your otherwise peaceful day. The sun is about to go down. So all I'm really going to do is just cook up my meal tonight, chill out. Haven't really got much wood with me, and the briquettes got wet, so I've got to try and dry those out. And that's fine. I don't mind at all. Get an early night, get up early, capture a nice sunrise. Whew, that's nice. It is cold. It's the middle of winter, so it is cold. Plenty of mozzies, little buggers. So it's Saturday. Saturday is steak day. At least it was last weekend while I was over at Rhode Island, so I figured I'd make it a new tradition. Saturday, steak day. Sounds good, I reckon. So, this is the Coorong. It's the end of the Murray River, which is one of the world's biggest rivers. Runs from, well, some of it's in Queensland, so the Darling and all that comes in from Queensland, and Murrumbidgee from New South Wales. A bit of it from Victoria, from Albury-Wodonga, where it runs down out of the mountains and then comes all the way along the border between Victoria and New South Wales, then flips over into South Australia and ends up here, just at the bottom of, sort of near the Fleurieu Peninsula. And then the Coorong is the estuary that sort of got formed from it. I'm not sure what the paleo history of it is, but it's just a stunning spot. It really is. There's this huge, like, it's only shallow. I think, you know, some of the deepest areas on this side of the mouth, once you get past Lake Albert, are like 1.3 metres. So the vast majority of what I've paddled over today is you know, half a paddle deep. So, you know, about a metre, which is awesome because makes it nice and safe. If you fall out, you can stand up. You would have to be careful down here in certain circumstances though. If there was a southeasterly blowing and it was blowing up the Coorong, it would get really nasty and choppy in here. Or conversely, if it was a really strong northwesterly. There is a bit of a northwesterly coming in on Monday morning. Tomorrow is going to be quite calm, very light winds, so it should be really good. All I can hear is the Southern Ocean, some birds, the fire. Probably the most annoying thing that's making noise is me. This is flat out just straight chili, but it's got like a smoky barbecue sauce, some garlic, some pepper, some soy in there. Here we go. Oh, it's tender. Wow. Might actually put the wide angle lens on the camera, see if I can't do a little bit of little bit of astral photography. Never tried it before. I'm sure it won't be perfect the first time I try it, so we'll see how I go. I'll show it regardless of what happens. I'll show it. I'm learning all this as I go. The local wildlife coming to visit. My heart says no, but my taste buds say go. Once again, bacon. Trick with bacon, guys, is don't cook it too quick. If you want it to go crispy, you cook it slow. Got to render all the fat out of it. Okay, so everything's packed up. The only thing I've left here is a little bit of ash and a few little footprints. Bye bye, Spot. You're awesome. Look out, Cap'n. There be reefs ahead. Hmm. 60 centimeters depth in some spots. That's really unusual. How it's worn, sort of like pillars. So that's the first island off of the peninsula. This is the second island off of the peninsula. I'm going up directly behind them, swing around off that point, head across to the seaward side of the Coorong. I couldn't have asked for better conditions. A little bit more sunlight would have been nice, but that's mainly just for filming. My last island, which is this one, and I've got to head over on a slight angle to make there's a little recessed harbour sort of thing just there. So I've got 2 points that are forward that'll be on that side, and I want to scoot in along the side, so I want the 2 closest points. So it's going to be there and there, so it might be over there. Wouldn't even know they're moving if it wasn't for the bow brake. a bit of a raised bank just up in front of me. A flat landing area underneath it. Little path up there. Let's have a look. There's plenty of mozzies already after me. This is a bit of a trail from the roos. They've been coming down here. And they come through here today. A little bit of work. I've got a good little camp spot just here. A little bit of distance to go and get my gear, but not crazy. Easy walk up to the top. Nice. So we've got a big ant nest here, and those guys bite. They're not inch ants, but they are a nasty one. So the only real option that I have here is to lay down a spray line of an insect repellent, and that should stop them from coming across into my camp. These are wholemeal wraps. Hopefully they soften up enough for me to add the bits and pieces to them. The bottom. Ooh, it's hot. So I'd like to address a bit of an elephant in the room here. Where is such elephant, you say? In my head. I'd just like to say a big shout out to John and Aaron from Lost Lakes. You guys were the catalyst that pushed me over the edge to get out and start doing this myself. Please take plagiarism as the best compliment there is, because I've watched so many of your videos and your style has sunk into my head so deeply that you will probably notice some bits and pieces here that that copy you quite dramatically. Take it as a compliment. Seriously, it's meant as one. Of course, this for me is going to evolve over time, so I'll get better at it as I go and more of my own style. But if anybody is interested in what I'm doing, check out Lost Lakes. Absolutely awesome. My next wrap's nearly ready. And these are awesome too. And then I'm going to have a drink of water and maybe listen to an audiobook. Set my alarm because undoubtedly I'll fall asleep. Ready for trying to get some footage of sunset. Probably won't make it over to the actual beach, but I'll send the drone up. See whether I can get a coastline shot or two. So yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright, well I got some astrophotography done. Some pretty cool looking bits and pieces out there. Couldn't ask for better weather too. It's clear, crisp, no wind. Absolutely fantastic. Some of these photos I've actually caught out over the water and caught the reflection of the stars in the water. Love it, absolutely love it. Anyway, I'm going to let the fire die down. I didn't have tea tonight because I had such a big lunch, so I'll have a reasonable breakfast tomorrow morning and scoot off fairly early once I'm all packed up. Got about, I don't know, I think it's about 20k-ish back to the car. Nice little paddle, won't take too long. Hoping to head off around 1ish. I'll see you guys in the morning. Bit of a chilly one this morning. I got cold last night. Had to put the jacket on in the middle of the night. Tell you what, fire's good. Cold. Ooh. And I've got lots of black mud all over my shoes. And I just got my glove wet. Oops. Pretty calm, but being that I'm still learning this yak, I'm gonna hug the shallows down this side until I can get to a point where I can cross over to the other side where it'll be a bit calmer maybe. Just have to see what happens. That's certainly something that's dug a hole at the base of that hawthorn there. Pretty big hole too. Dare say it's probably a wombat. Those sideways motion's a bit annoying. I think I might head straight across, scoot up the other side. Won't have this happening. Be a bit more comfortable. I mean, it's not dangerous, but it's just annoying because I haven't really got my sense of balance with this boat yet. So, here we go. So I was heading straight across. I'm Going with the Coorong now. It didn't get us rough I thought it would get a bit rougher out in the middle here, so it's not. It's just gently rolling along. Guys checking me out. Alright guys, so sorry to say, but I'm back at the car. This trip's been awesome. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, of course, subscribe and like. It's going to help me out in the long term. I'll see you all next time. Ciao.